Kerry and Croke Park in Championship. You know, I don't think it's happened for Donegal before, so no, we're all looking forward to it. You know, it's going to be obviously a very, very tough game for us. You know, but you know, whether it was Kildare, it was going to be a tough game, and whether it was going to be anybody else. So it's just a matter now of I suppose trying to get a grips with it now in the next few days and getting our plans in place and hopefully travel with a bit of confidence. You know.
And what was going through your mind when Kildare were gone and Leash were gone to other opposition, and the realisation that it was in fact Kerry that you do? What was your initial reaction?
Well, like I mean, we had a fair idea it was going to be, you know, well, we knew it was only 1 from 3, you know, so we had a fair idea it could be them anyway, you know, but I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it's like, I mean, it's another team we have to play, you know, it's another game we have to play in, and that's all to it really. That, you know, I don't think we're going to be getting too hung up on who it is really. You know, it's about ourselves and it's about trying to get our own performance right as usual. And obviously they're a huge pedigree, you know, and they're going to be very hard to beat. But you know, from our own point of view, we just have to get ourselves right. We have to get ready, and I think it's a great draw for the supporters, like, you know, and I would feel myself personally, it's a great draw for the players as well. You know, it's a great opportunity for them. You know, it's something that they've never experienced before in championships. You know, that will. That'll be something special for them, and obviously you'd imagine there'll be a huge Donegal support travelling up for it, and it'll make for another great occasion, and it's another big day for them to play in this year, so it's all part of the journey, I suppose.
And what's your injury situation like at the moment?
It's resolving alright. You know, Neil Gallagher done a bit of jogging last morning in Donegal town, so that was encouraging to see that. Martin Riley's nearly back to full fitness as well, and then a few other boys maybe a bit tight, and you know, he strains and stuff, so just have to manage them over the course of the week. So we're hoping everything will be thereabouts with injuries by the end of the week.
You'd hope to have a full strength squad, would
well
you?
We don't know, like, you know, there's a few men there with niggles and stuff, you know, we'll have to wait to see how they go today and tomorrow and stuff, but you know, they don't seem to be too serious anyway, so it's a matter of just, you know, whether it comes in time for them or not, you know.
Where will the greatest threat come from Kerry, Jim, do you think? I know they're all very accomplished football. Where in particular would you?
Well, you'd have to say the forward line. You know, you'd have to say, you know, the quality of their forwards, like, you know, and they put us to the sword down in Killarney, you know, that division, you know. So obviously we weren't happy with their own performance that day, and something we'll have to try and look at between now and the game. But you know, I don't have to name them really. Everybody knows them in the country. They're the top forwards in the country for the last 10 years. So it's going to be a big challenge for us, you know. But you know, middle of the park as well. They're very strong against us in Killarney, you know, and have been for the last couple of years as well. So that's going to be a big challenge for us as well. But listen, you know, that's what you expect at this stage of the competition now. You're in the last 8, and there's going to be no easy draw, and it's just a matter now of being in the right frame of mind for the game and go down and travel down, you know, positive, and hopefully put in a big performance.
I think you were quoted somewhere, Jim, saying is that Kerry have great players with the ability to think on their feet.
Yeah.
How big a factor will that be? And do Donegal have the players to think on their feet to counter?
Well, that's what we hope, you know. That's what we're coaching them to try and do all the time, you know. And I suppose time will tell, you know. But they've done it reasonably well so far this year, you know, and we have improved from last year, and we've developed, and you know, we've added a lot more to our attacking options, and there's a good synergy between the players from the back line and the forward line at the minute, and everybody's working together, and we have been putting more scores on the board. You know, we're coming up against a very good team at the weekend, so it'll be interesting to see can we continue on that journey on Saturday or Sunday, whenever it is. So that's what it's all about. That's the challenge that lies ahead of us, you know.
And you have a few friends down in Kerry from your own time. Were you in contact with them, or did you get a few text messages coming your way?
No, not since.
Seamus Moynihan wasn't giving you any advice?
The draw was made, no, but we'll have to put the feelers out with them now this week.
Well, you went to a couple of games yesterday, did you?
We did. We were down in Tullamore for Leash and Meath, and then we were up in Roscommon then in Hyde Park.
Did you have anyone?
The only game we didn't go to was the one that we got.
I was just thinking, I suppose like you'll hear anyway. You had some sort of representation there. You know what Kerry are.
We know what Kerry's about. I mean, watching them for the last 10 years in all Ireland's and quarterfinals and semi-finals and stuff. So we know what they're about, and we know what they bring to the table, and it's just going to be a matter of getting our own performance right, really, Alan. You know, and putting our own stamp on the game, and hopefully trying to bring a level of performance. It's going to ask questions of Kerry, you know, and it took us a good while to get into that rhythm the last day, you know, and hopefully we can find it a wee bit earlier at the weekend.
I heard Jack O'Connor on last night, and he was saying that people think Kerry don't have the legs for Croke Park. He says it's up to Kerry to prove that they can match Donegal in the physical stakes and the fitness stakes as well.
Yeah, I don't believe that myself. No, you know, the stats don't back that up really. You know, they're creating the same amount of scoring opportunities that they were, 2 and 3 years ago, and it's just that, against Cork they probably just didn't take them, and if they had taken them, they probably would have went through in the tie, and it would be a different situation. But he obviously knows his own squad, and he knows them very well, and he obviously trusts them enough to be at that level. And, they didn't show any sign against a very young Tyrone team. They didn't show any sign of weakness in the physical stakes or the fitness stakes, so that won't be a factor really. It'll be just really about, have we got the wherewithal to deal with them, and can we get enough scores on the board ourselves.